In this video I'll show you guys how to use a layer slider, which is this component right here. Okay, you notice that when we first load the page, it does some nice little animations. Okay, very simple. The one I've had here, and I'll tell you that this is probably the most difficult thing to manage on this website. Okay, so what I'm going to do is kind of briefly go over it. What I will say is that I'm happy to do this for you guys every semester, and just do it. Make sure you have it nice and looking nice. If you want to change it, you want to change the picture, or you have some kind of idea to work with, I'm happy to work with you guys and do this for you. Alright, I'll go over it briefly, but again, be aware that this might be a little bit difficult. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our dashboard here, and we're going to go to Layerslider WP. Okay, we have two sliders in here. We have one that we're actually using, and then one we have as a sample. Okay, and the sample one is a fairly complicated slider, but it's just a sample. All right, and you can go in there and kind of see how it works, how they kind of move things around, how they transition, how to use colors. And just use that as a reference. Don't use that slider, it's just use that as a reference. Instead, we're going to be using this one as our home page. Okay. Now, this is called the layer slider, right? So there are layers in this thing. So every slider has multiple layers. The picture is its own layer. The word "the" is its own layer. Professional is its own layer. Business fraternity is its own layer. And you notice that I can click on them, and they'll all switch to the respective layer down below. Okay, these are all also easy to move, so I can just click it and then drag it where I want to. Okay, but I'm going to leave that right where I had it before. So fairly easy as far as moving elements around. What is difficult is trying to get it to look the way you want it to. Okay, now for this slider, I have it as a blue background. Okay, so if I actually go to global settings, let's see here, I have the background set as a blue. This is actually a code for a blue one. I know it's somewhere on a red. This is actually a code for a blue color. Okay. And what I did to kind of give it a nice blue effect is I changed the opacity on it. Alright. And then I have some width measures down here too. And I don't expect you to know how to do this stuff. This is the difficult part about this. And this is called CSS. This is how we make things look nice and different in layout on HTML pages. Okay. Now when we go to you notice that I have, for its style, all these different things in here. If you don't understand it, I don't want you to worry about it, and just let me handle it. And I'm happy to do that. It's only twice a year, or whenever we want to change it. Okay. What are some things that you can handle, though, are possibly the delay and how these things transition in. Okay, so for instance, the word "the," right? It transitions in from the left. It waits 1,500 seconds. I'm sorry. It takes 1,500 milliseconds to do that, and it has a particular pattern that it follows. We don't need to worry about the slide out animation because we only have one slide. Alright, take a look at another one. Also has a duration of 1,500 seconds, but it has a delay 300 seconds. So that means a millisecond. So that means it's waiting 300 milliseconds to even do anything. The business attorney, this one has a 600 millisecond delay. And this one has a 900 second delay. So if we were to enter a preview for that, you can see how they have different delays and how they all filter in. Okay. The picture, there's no delay there. All right, I want that to show up right away. I don't want people to know that it's a layer that it can't slide through. I just want it to show up right away. Okay, but if you wanted to maybe change the words, you could do that. All right, you do that under Basic for each tab. Make sure it's a paragraph. All right, not an image. So you can see for the word "the," select the Basic tab for the. There you go. Business attorney basic. Business attorney. We can change it if we want. All right, just click off and switch it back. That's how you use the layer slider. All right. If you wanted to mess around, what I would do is go to the sample slider and just mess around with this one. This one's real fancy. super fancy, and you can kind of see how it does things there if you're interested in wanting to mess around with it. Otherwise, just let me help you out, and I'm happy to do that.